Lawmakers in Pierre are wrapping up week number 1 of the 2017 legislative session. Already a number of bills have advanced closer to the governor's desk. But one issue not being debated inside the state capitol at this time is medical marijuana. A group of supporters is working to get the issue on the 2018 ballot. But they say they would much rather see state lawmakers take action on it on their own this year. We take a look at the likelihood of that happening in our 10 o'clock top story. Going into the 2017 session, it became clear lawmakers would have some tough spending choices to make because of lower state sales tax revenues. But another issue is beginning to bubble up in Pierre: the idea of legislation that would legalize medical marijuana in the state.
I think that people on both sides have hearts. They have families.
Melissa Mentili is with New Approach South Dakota, which backs the idea of making marijuana a legal medicine in the Rushmore state. She says it is needed to ease medical pain and to give relief to kids who suffer with seizures.
We're hoping for the session that they do something to protect children in South Dakota or provide access.
The effort to get medical marijuana on the 2016 ballot fell short of the number of valid signatures required. But the topic has made the rounds in both the South Dakota House and Senate in recent years, and it is again this year.
It's something that has gotten quite a bit of bipartisan support. Something that I really didn't expect.
Billy Sutton is the Democratic minority leader of the South Dakota Senate and tells us lawmakers should be open to the idea of making this change. And he is hoping that some measure to make it happen will hit the Senate floor.
There's an argument to be made that the full body should debate something like that. So if nothing else, I hope they move it out of the committee for that reason.
On the other side of the aisle and the other side of this issue is Republican Senator Jim Bolin.
I would be an active opponent of any effort to legalize marijuana in any form in our state.
Bolin spent decades as an educator who told his students every Friday to have a safe and sober weekend. He says what he believes about marijuana flies in the face of any effort to make it legal and available, even for a medicinal purpose.
No matter how emotional the appeal might be, I believe that the effort to legalize marijuana in any form in South Dakota would be a bad move for our state.
As supporters wait to see if a medical marijuana proposal is introduced this session, the efforts continue to move forward for ballot measures in 2018 that would legalize both recreational and medicinal marijuana.
What I've indicated as Attorney General from a matter of public safety and a matter of public health, that in order for me to likely support a marijuana piece of legislation, I would need 3 major protections in place.
South Dakota Attorney General Marty Jackley tells KSFY News those 3 protections would allow for true medicinal use and not open the door to abuse.
One would be FDA approval, one would be a South Dakota physician prescribing the medication, and the other would be a South Dakota pharmacist dispensing it.
Senator Billy Sutton is hoping for some type of change. He says current laws put parents with sick kids in quite a pinch.
They're forced to either break the law or go to a different state to get access to that type of medication.
While Senator Jim Bolin says a drug currently deemed illegal means it's illegal.
I take a dim view of the effort to legalize marijuana in any form.
Again, in the absence of action this year from state lawmakers, 2 ballot initiatives are in the works, one to allow medicinal marijuana, the other to allow recreational marijuana.